TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to Winternomics. Welcome. 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 Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches.
Mic check. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Sorry, I know it's late. A little burned out to get the show off the ground, but probably not going to be the longest one because I'm pretty fried. But how's everybody's week? I hope it's a good one. Definitely had an Intel storm hit, and markets pumped, and it was vacant. People were asleep. Crypto fucking pumped. Stocks pumped. Long-term stuff pumped. Currencies moved. I hope you guys find yourself into something. Again, you know, we're a market TV station, so you're not supposed to trade everything on it. You're just supposed to get some ideas to make yourselves have, like, you know, more informed decisions on your own. What do we got, 77? Well, given the climate of yesterday, I think that's expected. So what an interesting climate, right? To have that many, you know, things win and pretty much such a shitty vibe. This does not feel like a bull market, does it? Not even in-house where we're playing it. Think about what 2017 is like in the last quarter, and think if you see any hint of that mood anywhere, with stocks doing the crazy shit they're doing, and with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, with fucking XRP going nuclear yesterday. Y'all see any trace of the sentiments that look like a bull market in any of those places? Be honest. What's going on with my chat? I can't touch my chat. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. My chat's totally frozen. Fuck me. Hold on a sec. Dude, swear to God, I don't know which IT problem I'm gonna fucking get next. Motherfucker. Let's even get another chat. Fuck. Okay, now I can see it. Shout out Crypto Dave and Devon. Appreciate you guys. Tonic and Lucci. Damn, Lucci. Dropped a C-note. I hope you guys kill some shit. Appreciate it. What did you mean by what's new is old again? Who said that? That what's old is new again. Mon, why did you say that? Curious about that. There's a bunch. Okay, my chat's totally fucked over here too. Okay. Shout out to everybody that threw some bits. Peace outside. Sorry I didn't see it. Martin, Larry, 2 times Duber, John Wayne. Wow, there's a lot of you here today. Appreciate you guys. Fucking Streamlabs is completely fucked. Awesome. Fucking love it. The whole fucking thing's frozen. How does anybody else stream on this fucking program? I have like never-ending fucking nightmares with Streamlabs. It's the most unstable shit. Yeah, hit the like button, would you guys? I'll be right back. One sec.
Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly.
Sorry, not feeling 100% right now. Asked my father-in-law if he still had his bags I set for him long term, and he said dump them. Told him what happened to XRP, and he was like, "What the fuck? Oh wow, you gave your dad XRP." Empty space and killer wins. Yeah. So now you guys know what lets a bull market happen, right? Nobody knows it's a bull market when it's a bull market. When the crowd gets to the point they all go, "We're in a bull market," you're in fucking danger. So you need the climate like this, where everybody thinks the SEC is going to fuck crypto, or fucking like there's going to be a recession, or Biden's a retard, or Obama's a retard, or whatever the fuck can get you to fucking shit on your own fucking best interest. And that lets you know, a person doesn't talk shit about things like that if they're holding a bunch of crypto, right? If a person's like waiting for the SEC to destroy crypto, he probably doesn't have any. If a person thinks Joe Biden's a fucking retard, he's going to crash the country, doesn't want to hold anything that would represent Joe Biden's success. And so the way people speak is, informational about everything around you. You just have to learn to listen to the message of the markets, right? See a couple symbols down there. So that's what we try to do in the show. Listen to the message of the market and interpret, it's in art and in charts. So you guys can make better choices with that and not end up where everybody else is. This thing makes my eyes look like I'm fucking like droopy-eyed. That's not how my fucking eyes look, dude. I have beautiful eyes. The fuck? Anyways, that's why I wear a mask, because this shit's fucking crazy looking. Spot on. Yeah, SEC by all that nonsense. Here I put some stuff out. Hey, oh yeah, I'm so like thrown off. What do you guys think of the theme and show art for today? Dude, my face looks retarded on this filter. I'm covering that up. I had some weed though. Oh well, it's a cool color for what the show name, I thought. I'm kind of liking painting 4K stuff. I don't know why. I like the aspect ratio and stuff, and like being able to zoom way the fuck into it. Looking to try and start putting crazy details and things in the back. I wanted to add some more plants and stuff in the background, but I'm working on getting those to look really good. So this is what I went with right now. What do you guys think? It's pretty different than some of the stuff I started off with, but just, trying to evolve into some new things. Got the Nomics colors always going on at the space. One of my things with comic book themes is like the colors in like Silver Surfer and with Galactus and stuff. Those are my favorite colors, so they're kind of everywhere. But this I thought came out pretty cool. Working on my cloud action and stuff. And this course, this is a Bruce Lee quote. I think I read this one to you in the show. And, I thought this was worth saying just because, the mental barriers that pretty much get everyone, fucked up, go left unchecked. And if you don't have any levels of introspection to realize that the blockades you put around yourself, you really can't fucking evolve to the next level. In the ecosystem, we try to push you guys, and it probably comes across as just being an asshole, but we try to push you guys for the best effect of the entire ecosystem. I'm not some Mother Teresa motherfucker. I'm actually a real fucking son of a bitch, but I do what I do it the best I can do it in anything I put my time to. And if I'm going to put my time to create a market station and train traders, I want the best effect for the entire system, because it's all connected, right? This market show doesn't work on the back of taking sponsorships and from exchanges and sending you there for ref links. It doesn't work on fucking somebody paid promo for a fucking coin that I sound positive about. I'm just a straight shooting motherfucker that's a real son of a bitch to be around. But it's worth it to hear something direct instead of all the crap that you get from these good morning cocksuckers. So, I tell it like it is. That's my brand. I don't really have a reason to tell anybody else bullshit. I could be dead tomorrow. I've been dead for a few seconds on the floor before. So, at the end of the day, when I drop dead the next time, none of you are going to find out until I'm a rotting fucking pile of shit in the ground. So I don't have anything else but to tell you the fucking, straight up truth before I fucking don't get a chance to tell you fuck you one more time. That's just how I am. In markets, it's kind of useful, right? What it is kind of what everybody wishes they could get the straight up on before, they read it in the news. And having like information before the rest of the crowd gets it, without any fucking bullshit added to it, there's a value to that if you know how to use it. That's what this station is built on. The exact opposite of the fluff shit that goes on at CNBC or fucking small special interest nonsense that's pushed through there to unsuspecting viewers who are trusting you to tell them the truth. All that shit to me is fucking disgusting. And I literally like fucking can't stand on levels you don't fucking understand. I hate people that fucking lie to me. I hate people that fucking tell bullshit just for the sake of it when you could be dead in a fucking minute you spent your time doing that. So I don't do that anywhere. It makes me come off as an ass, but it's fucking useful to you in the marketplace because at least you know what the fuck time it is. Anyways, so it's never the nicest place. I get that. It's kind of hard with the moods in the room. I'm, a hard ass on that. Ultimately, the more of you that show up, the more of you that can win. The more of you that can win, the more, I can show that win from what we show, and the more people would be interested in the station. So it kind of like, it all works together. The station only works if you guys win. It's a big difference in the CNBC. None of you have to win. They get paid regardless. As long as they entertain you, they keep 90% of the viewing market. And they can run you into the fucking ground and run your children into the ground through generations, and you'll never be the wiser that they fucking were lying to you the whole time or didn't give a shit to tell you the truth in the first place. And as long as you're entertained and you're, the people who basically gravitate towards low attention span theater fucking, don't look away, their advertisers pay them, and who gives a fuck if what they say is right? To me, that's disingenuous at best, but ultimately the sheep kind of demand being lied to, so people provide the entertainment they want, devoid of the value. I made a market station for people who actually fucking wanted to trade. And this is what it looks like. I mean, apart from it looking, crazy. It is the way you have to deal with information is fucking black and white. It can be no bullshit. Because you have, a million people's perspectives that are going to try and interpret what you say. And if you've already put a layer of bullshit onto that, and a person has to interpret a layer of bullshit, it's bullshit on bullshit, right? Bullshit squared. Can't do shit with that, right? That's bad math. So, I have to at least be as clear as I can so you, through whatever levels of bias you're still working through, have some reasonable interpretation of what I'm saying, right? We have a quote we put out there, there's one truth subject to many interpretations. And the differential between your interpretation of what I'm trying to tell you is basically, opportunity cost. So, we have nothing but, straight fire to shoot here, and it's never going to sound nice. But it's useful from the right vantage point. Yeah, I think I like this. I think it came out pretty good. Good colors, right? I think it's pretty good colors. You guys like the face? I thought it was pretty dope. Let's see. One sec. Fix this thing. Market's gonna open in a few minutes. Kind of see where stuff is. I'll do that in a second. Where did that other chart go? So I want to show some of the stuff we dropped yesterday. So yesterday was kind of crazy. I dropped all this. And for you guys who don't know the value of the eco over time, all right, short attention span theater is really dangerous, right? Some people accuse that, hey, all you do is draw a bull flag. Because that's all there fucking is. If markets are fractal, there's not going to be a whole lot of other fucking patterns to find if you got the message that was self-similar, right? Self-similar means fucking the same shit. So guess what I draw all the fucking time? Bull fucking flags on whatever the fuck resolution the goddamn cycle shows up on. Because that's all the fuck there is. You got a whole bunch of other goddamn patterns you got lied to, right? You can draw whatever kind of weird ass shape you want around stars and call them Orion or call them Scorpio. They're fucking stars, right? And if you fucking get caught up in your fucking shapes and patterns you put over it, you'll fucking miss all of what's behind it. So at any rate, it looks really simple, but it's not as simple as people think to keep on seeing it where it's most important. This is an OG cycle one we did before March 16th, 2021, over 2 years ago. So I did these because people told me that they didn't want to get sucked into the low resolution day trading. Many people told me, is there stuff for people that want to swing, don't want to be tied to the screen every day? So I was like, okay, I'll do that because I don't really have anybody that's talking about being around years and stuff that plan for that. I've had people here a decade, but no one's ever asked for it. They're like, yeah, I put high time frame stuff for just general analysis, but it's like, okay, I'll specifically make sure I have stuff in every fucking time range. So OnlyFans, I created it, to replace Twitter. At this time, my Twitter was destroyed. So in order to create the before and after to demonstrate what we put out as analysis and what ultimately resulted, which is the kind of template I always used in Twitter, I actually use OnlyFans primarily for that because it allowed me to post and get timestamps and look like Twitter when I didn't have one. So I'd be able to still continue to like do my scorecards for my analysis work. And then it was funny because it was also a titty site, you know, to stick it in there. I thought was hilarious. But at any rate, so I started doing these, and I started doing big res ones, real easy big res ones, and you could sit down and be a retard and, you know, play on that resolution. And this is a cycle one tied to presidents. I don't think you have to read the whole thing, but right, I said Republicans are really bad for your health. People fucking, you know, who probably really biased to that party probably hated me for it at the time, but Democrats, you know, are about social spending. So they go after your money in a different way than Republicans do, and they try to fucking send it to all kinds of programs for all kinds of people and then hide special interests inside there to skim money off of it. Republicans just fucking flat out won't, you know, cut taxes for the rich and fuck all the poor people and then rotate certain things like that and move capital around. They have like two different approaches to it, and the two sides of this coin do work together. That's why they always cooperate to lift the debt ceiling. They're both fucking you, but they fuck you in two different ways. And as much as this sounds like, you know, altruistic, the Democrats will help health programs. Don't get me wrong, healthcare in this country sucks my dick. But they do send more money to it than Republicans who'd rather let all the minorities in the country drop fucking dead, which is directly what they do. Republicans are generally bigots. They're the conservatives, and the conservatives of your country are generally your nationalists. And nationalists are people who don't want any integration. These people directly have policy against anything that's not white. I don't give a fuck if you don't believe it, you're a bigot. These people are fucking racist. It's one of the easiest things, though, to figure out what guides policy, because they do that, right? Their tribalism dictates their policy, right? Democrats attempt to fucking, you know, make it appear that they fucking represent minority interests and all kinds of weird shit, and underneath that, they get to steal money for a bazillion programs. So they spend all over the fucking place. So as we emerge from a global health crisis, it stands to reason liberal policy will actually be even more heavy-handed than it would have been without said crisis going on when they took office. So all eyes on health, right? It's just what the fuck they do. I've been around seeing this shit since the fucking 90s, and it's a thing, right? It's under Clinton, that's fucking Bush, and the market pretty much follows this, right? You get expansions in money credit underneath major programs. Government spending literally is what drives the economy, right? It's high-powered money. And you get your inflation here, you get your massive inflation here, and then the Republicans, after that huge run, try to steal it all. That's exactly what happens. They cut taxes. We got money from the pump from the Democrat spending. Cut that. Fuck all the black people, all the Spanish people. Get all of them out of there. Grab the money. That contracts the system, and that contraction then has to be fixed by another expansion of spending across all programs again, which is what Obama ended up having to do. Save the car company and then spend across a whole bunch of shit, defense included, and you get this. And then you get Trump, who does it all again, sabotages the entire trading partners of the world, wrecks NATO, and tries to fucking funnel a bunch of money back up to the top 1%. That collapses the entire system for everybody, and then Biden comes back in and fucking re-expands it again. That's literally the cycle. If you look at it, you can't miss it. That's why I made it like it's stupid obvious. You know, if it's not obvious now, I don't know what to tell you. But healthcare, it's a thing under those motherfuckers, right? Don't get me wrong, healthcare didn't get better. It still sucks my dick, but it is what it is, right? So that was a cool one. Where did I go? So I dropped that. Dropped this, market prep. So for people who felt like, hey, he made Guardians and he fucked all the acolytes. No, I didn't. Acolytes weren't capable of organizing to use the amount of data I'm dropping through fucking only stands in various resolutions. So I took it a step back since I have a lot of the asset classes here, and all of the intel that goes in there comes from the show first. So you see it here first. So if you can organize from the show level and then fucking get a couple of notes that's not overwhelming, then you can pay attention kind of broadly. So I did that. That's the kind of style I changed the Acolyte channel to, was to present a less intensive amount of stuff to like mindfuck you about, oh, I gotta be all over the place. So I wanted to make it a little bit easier to follow. Yesterday morning, this is yesterday, the day before, right? Perfect sentiment read. Skeleton crew vibes in Discord, skeleton fucking crew vibes in the marketplace, fucking terrible sentiments, Trollex, fucking pissed off people. None of that says bull market. All that says is fucking bear mind sentiment while there's a raging uptrend out there, right? So coming into the morning, if you got the theme of yesterday's show, party over there, right? Everyone feels like somebody else is fucking getting the money and it's not them. That's the crowded trade. The party can be right here if you fucking stop that shit. Right? The crowded trade, as Elon became the richest man again in the world, right, was not risk assets, but fiat. He's like fucking full boat long fucking Tesla, which is a goddamn like insane volatility on the S&P. It has crazy beta. Super high risk, right? So is Zuckerberg. Those guys are tied to those things. They're like most high risk shit in the fucking planet. So the richest people on the planet are long risk assets. That's the fucking like 1% in the fucking room staring right in the face while the whole crowd's like recession. Do you hear Elon talking about recession? You hear some fucking peasant motherfucker in a goddamn Uber telling you about recession. Dude, shut the fuck up. The fuck do you know about recession, bitch? But right, that's the fucking motherfucker. Everybody's a goddamn, junior fucking economist and shit. And this is the motherfucker spreading stupid shit to one another out here. So everybody has the same dumb fuck idea. The persistent skeleton crew vibes in the first half of the year, with moves as big as they have been in things like Meta, Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, Bitcoin, ETH, means a lot of salt is present for those feeling like they missed out, and toward those they feel got what they didn't. It's a perfect mix of bullshit. And that's probably the most honest analysis that there is. What a load of bull fucking shit. I have a crypto-centric channel that not a motherfucker's talking about crypto. Are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, what a, perfect mix of bullshit for this thing to keep going and leave those squabbling mindsets on the sidelines into the future. XRP is not a security. Go fuck yourself for everyone who's sitting there talking about XY bullshit, right? Financial discretionaries, energy, industrials, and some basic materials all been doing sympathy moves. Remember, he told you. Nvidia and all those guys went crazy. Either the kind of money that can push that is sadly mistaken and the fucking crowd's right, or the smart money just repriced all the biggest fucking houses in the neighborhood through the fucking ceiling, Apple, all the rest of them. And if that's the case, I don't care if my house doesn't look as good as that one. If it's anywhere near that house, it's definitely not worth what it was yesterday. That's the idea behind the sympathy play, right? So it's I lost my spot. All been doing sympathy moves on the back of the outsized tech move, which we told peeps was likely if the biggest house in the neighborhood repriced higher. Wow, I really am repetitive. Jesus Christ, I could have just read that. A lot of people tell me I repeat myself. I guess I really do. Repriced higher the way it did this year. Do I really just say the same things over and over all the time? Jesus Christ. Thought I was saying something different. Anyways, keep eyes on the VIX. As long as it doesn't go bull tire crazy, it can allow the market to break high again with no one in it still. Ta-da. And now the news is going to let you know all about it because these are the assholes who told you a recession is coming, Biden's sleepy, fucking this, that, and the other, Ukraine, that, blah, blah, blah. Hey, guys, sorry, did you miss this? Don't you want to kill these people? How many fucking thumbnails of some motherfucker looks like he's going to jump off a bridge did you see in fucking CNBC on the way up here? That markets are worried about inflation. Markets are worried about the Fed. Markets are worried about, oh, hey, look, new all-time high. New high for like 16 months. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Is this journalism? What the fuck is this? It's just the biggest load of shit. You follow the news, they make a fucking monkey out of your ass, So we try to correct this so you don't end up fucking reading that after the fact. Because that doesn't fucking help any fucking body, right? So we thought we'd give you guys something useful. We thought it was useful. Hoped it was useful. Next one. After that, I start getting attacked after posting fucking big wins. That's the next thing that happens. Started getting nonsense, sent to me. No, that's not attack. This is just some race bigot I caught. It comes later. Once you see the race trolls pop up, though, remember I told you about that? You don't see race trolls when there's like a bull market. Those guys have always been my big indicator that you can go more. So a lot of people be like, why do you talk to people like this? All right? This guy's telling me that Egyptians are white people. Because whenever there's a cool invention by colored people, it's always white right afterwards, So this is always kind of fun. And you see these guys, it's a sentiment thing. All right? I don't talk to them because I give a shit if they fucking get it. I talk to them because I know if they're doing that, they're not in anything. right? Think about it. Hang on a sec. I don't know why this works in the show. Why it always happens in the show, but my God. And I'm out. Uno momento por favor. Cool. It's amazing how that fucking pumps while you're fucking live. It's a thing. This is one of the greatest fucking gifts ever, isn't it? I wonder if we're having that guy. Anyways, next thing we put out. What was this? Currency market. So I organized OnlyFans into every asset class. So organization things that people weren't doing got done. And this was only currency ones, right? We covered this on the show extensively. So this wasn't just an OnlyFans thing. It was on here. We covered GBP quite a bit and covered the dollar, right? Talking about watching GBP because he was a stronger guy, right? Well, there it is. The bull flag we've been tracking. Remember, we're tracking all the way from back here, too. So it's not like, we just told you guys. Oh, well, shit. I got another one. I swear to God, the market would move like this when I wasn't in the show. That'd be really nice. No momento. 58. Whatever. Sorry. I'm gonna get to that too. It's guys don't even look at it right now. It's fucking bullish. You already know the story. Jeez. I swear to God, things are chop shop whenever I'm not in the show, but when I'm in the show, fucking ridiculous. Anyways, GBP has one of the stronger currencies in the Eurozone, right? Which has been strength versus USD. Even with the Ukraine situation going on next door, even stronger than the euro as of late, really not being mentioned, even with a stunning comeback since the Queen's death, right? Literally mum's the word on the GBP since it bottomed out. It's literally been rallying harder than shit, and no one said a fucking word, Maybe King Charles is a little more bullish than people fucking realize. So, perfect bull flag under the trigger. We're actually watching from this bull flag. This bull flag was on the show, and I gave you another trigger here for where real gas could be, and, it's where real gas ended up being, right? So, if you guys played it, the timing of all the posts I gave you, so if you look at them, I don't think people value that. So I'm doing contexting for you and aligning these things to present them when they have literally maximum bang. It's not kind of like I hope it works out, motherfucker. It's literally the best timing I can produce while I'm running the station. And it's got to be perfect where the whole crowd doesn't, know this too, so it's still scarce. It's got to be the very best if I'm going to put it in there. So I'm putting it with the best timing I can do things. This is a flag projection from the show, and the OnlyFans sheet drop timing. It's as good as it gets. That's currencies. This is the news of the day. You guys have it before it's fucking news, right? All information is already in the system. So SEC information coming along, whatever. There's always somebody that knows that I think it's going that way. When you're in the courts, man, judges, anybody, there's leaks like a motherfucker. I've known a few judges, and trust me, somebody always knows the fucking verdict before the verdict comes. This was always going to happen, right? And when you look at this was an easy play for everyone. I think it went 80% yesterday. Do you guys see how far it went? I think it went about 80%. This point I snapped it here was at 50. XRP and a couple guys in crypto look interesting right now, and are notable levels as we wait for the potential bear flag in USDTD to rotate. Do you guys know how fucking crazy that is when you pay attention to the show? Really pay attention to the show, right? Because we told you this is on, what's the date of that post? That is June 2nd. USDT. Rotate. Flawless projection on this guy, right? And thank thrifty nigga Enoch for topping out the entire market for you and allowing this rotation to happen. And then our bear rotation right here, pretty much perfect, right? So he followed a, conventional bear flag setup, and that's it. What's wrong with my fucking mouse? Got it again. Gotta cut something. Don't get caught while I'm fucking live. Alright, free rolled it. Sweet. And he stopped me. Wow, that was fast. Fucking Christ. If you're trading the NASDAQ, you know what I just got fucking dropped by. But I caught that spike, so fuck him. Alright, what am I doing? Bear flag. Sorry. I'm in the shit live. What do you expect? I gotta do stuff. The opportunity cost of this show is pretty crazy, you know. You guys have no idea. So, at any rate, try to get everybody taken care of, make sure I don't get fucking wrecked in the process. Don't do it, George. Alright, let me be for a second. Jesus Christ. But yeah, how perfect a rotation was that, huh? Good triggers, good or not. You know, we have the non-level here. We have Enix dollar tip. That was a sentiment read. Turns out to be one of the most important levels in the market, right? I don't think this was the dollar tip. This was something else. But definitely showed up again, and we tapped that in there. And then you get your bear flag angle, which we told you guys would correspond to your bull flag angles. What the heck? Okay. And your bull flag that you're watching on ETH, right, is the inverse of USDT because he's the denomination of ETH. And then BTC, right? Also, we had a sentiment level in there. Wow, this thing's loading so weird. And we pay attention to them also. So our bull flag on BTC, which is in your only stance also. And then this location, right? We told you the key thing here was if BTC dominance kept on fading, then you play shitcoins. And did we call that too? From right there. That's the entire pump in shitcoins without BTC leaving, right? And this is how people get caught on wrong sides of the market, is not understanding differentials in ratios in the market. But this is the interconnected call of the fucking century. You do realize that, right? Nail BTC dominance, nail USDT.D, nail the fucking bull flags of all your major cryptos, and nail the location of the bottom of crypto last year with the LTC timing. I don't think people really realize how hard it is to pull off what we pull off on here and deliver it as a show and keep it scarce too, right? Because at the end of the day, most of the people can't believe it's what it looks like, including even fans of this show. And that's kind of crazy to think about, isn't it? You wouldn't believe I'm doing live right now. I can't believe I'm doing this live either. Yeah, I gotta wait that too. Shit. I guess I can only trade while I'm in the fucking show like this. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I got him with all the contracts. No shit. I gotta cut this reel again. Fuck my life. Don't fuck me. Sorry. This is crazy. Like fucking unbelievable. I really gotta do a drag and drop. This is killing me. 85. If you're a stock manager like me, you already know where I'm at. So shut up. I know you guys know what I'm doing. Anyways, so BTC dominance, right? Perfect projection. Now, if he stabilizes here and bull flags from here, BTC takes over the run, and you've got to pay attention to that, right? Some people who are going to chase later are going to chase the shitcoin pumps, but now they've priced up kind of like fucking Nvidia, right? And if they price up like Nvidia, then the other house of neighbor have to move. BTC is the big house of neighbor. He's the Nvidia. He goes first. Everybody plays catch up. And you get this correction across the grain in BTC dominance, and your shitcoins pump in the BTC shitcoin ratio. So this is one thing that throws people off, is being able to connect all these moving parts in ratios, because the market is an interconnected basket of ratios. It gets a little complicated, right? So this right here is putting together the puzzle pieces in a way and keeping it simple enough for like a retail trader who doesn't know all the crap I know to do something with it, you know? That's the point of the show. So you could actually do something with this shit, right? So that's BTC, that creates a pump wave, you know, on ETH and everybody else. And of course XRP, which is down here. Egad, how crazy is that? So let's see. Unreal. I got that again. I'm only going to trade while I'm live, I think, from now on, because what the actual fuck is going on? It's a fucking stick. This is hashtag crazy. Just shoot me right now. Well, I got out in a profit on that one. Even wasn't much. All right, so XRP, killer run, crypto, killer run, and total, of course, is going to pump with that. And total, minus BTC is what pumped. So we look at total 2 for that. And, we're still actually in an interesting place, right? BTC dominance can find strength here because if crypto stalls against this major trigger, BTC dominance likely has a chance to rotate that bull flag. So keep your eyes on the projection of BTC dominance because right now there's a lot of euphoria about the insta-fucking bang on shitcoins. And if everyone's staying at shitcoins, remember, BTC dominance is still broken out of a 2-fucking-year range. So if this is a corrective system on top of this system and he pumps again, Bitcoin's going to go fucking nuclear again and everyone's going to be staring at their shitcoins. So this is how people constantly rush to the wrong side of the market and crowd that side of the idea and then create a vacancy on the other side of the market, right? They run late to Bitcoin, they run late to shitcoins, and they constantly imbalance things, and you don't capture that until you start to look at them versus one another. So, okay, that's enough of that lesson plan. So, right, if we sit above here, pay attention to BTC dominance, don't take him off your radar. If he makes this bull flag, people are going to be staring at shitcoins again, and remember, BTC dominance pumping is effectively altcoin winter, and that is winter in terms of Bitcoin, not the dollar. Or LTC winter was about the dollar base of crypto, but altcoin winter is an intra-market relationship. Shitcoins underperforming, against BTC. So, if you guys want to learn more about that, you have to go back to the OG world and look at Mr. Shadow. I wonder who he is, right? And in here, we actually touched it. So this is pretty much all the blog condensed to that marketplace. This is it, the hidden bull market. So altcoin winter that we forecast in 17 isn't the first one. The first altcoin winter is in 2014. And that's why I knew when it was going to show up in 2017, because I understood how it shows up. So if you want to read about it, go follow this thread and go look into here. And the Truth of BTC, episode 3, 1, 2, and 3 are all worth reading. But this teaches you about what makes altcoin winter. So if you guys follow my blog, you should know this stuff already. And this stuff's all out here. Shadow left an amazing fucking amount of intel for you guys to learn from. So hopefully you guys have been busy learning all about that. All right? And if you guys didn't know it, that's actually the first episode of Winternomics TV right there. It was a micro thing, a 1 minute helpful videos. Did the patience video, and this was the precursor to actually doing the show. His first one was April 1st, 2018. So yeah, they crippled my Twitter just before I launched the station. That was kind of what fucked us getting off the ground, and it was still fucking us today, right? We lost our whole brand power right before we launched the main station. Anyways, good thread to read. Teach all kinds of goodies. Remember this OG chart? All kinds of goodies are in this thread. So make sure to check out Mr. Shadow. So that's the Bitcoin dominance explanation. I'm all over the place. I'm a little fucking brain fucked right now. Where did I put the fucking other page? What the actual fuck? Where did it go? Oh, right. Sorry. So anyways, that was next. XRP, and all of that's connected to XRP. Bitcoin dominance, fucking, the shockwaves we were tracking, UST.D, all of that. To keep it all together, right? To keep the entire story of the market in front of you. Then, we had this guy. This is the direct analysis. ETH is actually at an air. These videos are hot. You gotta watch them all. ETH is actually at an area with a projection for the worst case scenario if you didn't hold this yellow range. And so this was decent amount of congestion here when we had this. So if there's a place that they're going into the weekend, we could find some kind of bounce to some crypto. This is probably the first place. And if this holds, so what happens from here is going to dictate how our weekend probably goes. Does it get better than that for timing, motherfuckers? And look at that art. And if you pay attention to the sentiment of this show, right? This is because people are feeling like they'd missed out already. So the sentiment of this show was, in the depths of our soul, resonates with an all-consuming sense of loss, right? The fear of missing out. Such as the bitter affliction we feel being faced with FOMO, all the while failing to perceive the faint whispers of new beginnings. The next opportunity comes forward, looking forward in time, right? And so if you're looking behind you about what you missed, you'll literally miss the next play, which turns out to be exactly this play. So this was that's the sentiment of exactly at the tip of a bull flag. All hope is lost. That's exactly what people do in the bottom of a bear market. And they sit there as new hope is fucking leaving them in the dust. So all of the art, the show, and intel across all markets is connected. And we try to communicate in a way that, like, it's simple, and kind of cool. Hopefully you think it's cool. But perfect sentiments, right? And still, pretty fucking fly pick. I gotta say, I really like this one. What do you guys think of these? These are the outtakes. What's your favorite? I was gonna go with like a monochromatic kind of look, but I was like, I thought this thing looked really dope when I fucking did this kind of styling. But I do like these monochromatic ones. I have a green one that's pretty fire too. I didn't show you. This one right here is when my fucking orb didn't fucking strobe right, and so I was generating the black hole. It's pretty cool though. All right, so that's that. It's like, this is a hell of a drop yesterday, for getting trolled and shit. It was pretty fucking anticlimactic. Where did it go? So there's that. Then there was there's a douchebag former student of mine that's fucking like trying to jack all my stuff and repackage it. Tried to get me to actually retweet his shit. Like, completely ridiculous, This guy's from our fucking ecosystem, got booted. And so he's like just one of these fucking racist Middle European shitbags who do what all of them do and leave your room and start to pull up all your stuff and then go, oh, well, this maybe came from somewhere else. Maybe it's not you. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you thought about the DXY and fucking crypto markets together just out of your ass, right? And then just go steal it from my fucking page. It's really constant. And like, when you're putting up fire calls and you have these fucking racist shitbags out here trying to steal your stuff, and it's pretty fucking disgusting. It's like, my account just came back. I had a guy trying to steal my IP rights. I have this shitbag trying to pretend to be influencers using my intel they had no fucking clue about till they came across us. And then trying to fucking discredit us for it, like, publicly, It's pretty fucking disgusting. But it's a constant fucking thing out here. Right? And for anybody who ever thought that, like, you want to look at false accusations look like? At what point did I ever say that this person is trying to put under my threads to try and undermine, like, my post about LTC Winter? Oh, he didn't come with crash cycles. I never said that. I fractalized crash cycles and made them fucking more fucking precise to use than any fucking analyst in history. Never said I invented it. Because I fucking had the guy invented on my fucking show. The fuck did I ever say that? I wouldn't have presented this shit if I'm trying to say I invented it. But you see, these are how racists argue. Oh, well, look, you know what he's doing, bro? And then I'm like, I never said that. And then he goes on his page, well, now he's admitting it and said, bitch, I fucking presented the fucking book author of the fucking thing on my fucking show. You guys are worried about trying to fucking insult everyone because you don't like fucking brown people being better than you? Suck a dick, bitch. Instead of fuck off my wall, you fucking piece of shit. If that wasn't clear the first time. If he shows up on the fucking chat, ban that cocksucker. So yeah, fuck you, Ghost. Stay the fuck out of my shit, you racist piece of garbage. And that's what I'm getting yesterday as I'm putting out fucking content like this. It's so fucking despicable. But it's a thing. This is a great one, isn't it? I don't know. I've had this one in my fucking meme folder for like years. I think if you've done enough acid, this is just fucking hilarious. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But perspective always matters. See, my wall is like a whole story if you actually read it. But yeah, so I put out all these interconnected markets. I didn't put out the steel basket, which is a 100% basket. The oil basket, which is another 100% basket. And literally, you can't just breathe and just enjoy producing work that fucking helps people out. That's fucking annoying. But it is also part of the radar system we use to kind of read markets, because when people are doing this shit, they're not making money with you, right? They're focused on just being fucking just shitty people. At the end of the day, I'll say this, coming back after 5 years and having the same attacks out there, but not really the same, brand power or any of the following that was around anymore, most of my wall is dead. It leaves me to kind of twist in the wind now and really makes the CT attack even that much more effective, because now I look like a crazy person just talking on my ass to myself. So that kind of does suck. I'm not asking anybody to go to war with me out there. I kind of knew that would happen coming back, but I definitely hoped more people were fucking still around when I did come back. But it is what it is, right? They did a pretty powerful attack on my brand. At the end of the day, we never change what we do. We still produce the best quality intel we can for you. So, I at least hope it's appreciated, because, I don't take promos or anything. I went through the entire bear market of fucking COVID, and I pretty much took care of the eco out of my pocket, while the fucking world was burning out there. And I still, change nothing about the way I do it. I still take no sponsorships. I'm still trying to put out the very best intel for a person that generally wants to pay attention and use it. Anyhow, so for those of you that stick around and don't, totally freak out because I took a shit on everybody for fucking sitting there and not showing up. I had a concept call. 60 people come to it. 2 people fucking show up after I have the concept call, which is exactly the shitty habit I'm trying to tell you to fucking stop doing, which made everyone miss everything. And the second after we had the concept call, it happens again, which to me is like mind blowing, Hold on. Got my stop in there real quick. And it's a crazy thing, right? I'm trying to train a specific habit, but I really can't get over this, get past some of the biases people walk in here with what they think they know they need versus fucking being able to tell you what you really need. And, I wanted to create a station that was fucking for the general public, for the general public to have access to something better than CNBC. But the general public really isn't cut out to be in the market, is what I've come to realize. The general public's the general public for a fucking reason. You don't call the herd for nothing. And it's just not something for everybody, right? This is the ultimately most difficult form of entrepreneurship you're ever going to fucking deal with. Everything's on you here, right? And you got to fucking produce money from here to produce healthcare from yourself and all kinds of shit that gets taken care of for you when you're employed. And a lot of people come here and have a really, really bad idea of what being a risk manager and self-employed person is. And they kind of want to moonlight in the idea, tell their friends they're trading, and then go back to their shitty jobs and fucking, retire from there. This is not for you. And I can't cater to that. I think it's best that people fucking recognize their limitations, and I recognize my limitations and what I have the capacity to do for you guys. And the fact is, I can't make everybody fucking do these habits, right? The markets are about your habits. And that's not trainable for everybody. Some people really do need everything taken care of for them. And some people can go out there and fucking take the risk and fucking take the responsibility and do it. I definitely have to draw like a line in the sand with like what I'm going to fucking try to keep on fucking doing. Because if I can't change the habits of this massive people who've come in the room that came in really upon the brand damage of my ecosystem, allowing more people to be there so the station wouldn't die, I didn't interview anybody because I thought I could rotate the system and make a wider fucking appeal station, incorporate enable training into the station, and it might be valued, But the reality is that value is governed by the law of substitution, and if you give nothing to get something, you don't value yourself because you don't understand value intuitively, right? The average person only understands value from their own perspective. And so if someone gives nothing in exchange, they don't have anything to fucking value it with. What did I lose for this? When Thanos' daughter asked him, what did it cost? And he said, everything, right? There's an exchange of value that creates an understanding of what is at hand. Well, if you walk in here and I've pretty much organized everything for you, never had to learn organization, you don't recognize what that's actually worth and how many people don't know how to do that. So it just, this stuff's real simplistic. You just got bull flags. It's really, really simple. It took me 5 years to fucking make everything look really fucking simple. It's not fucking simple. I connected fucking every asset class in the world. I read the entire market all at once. Every fucking morning. I know where every single thing on the fucking planet is going at every fucking resolution. And then I tried to make a fucking art show out of it and make it easy for you to take something out of it to think on your own level and use. That is not an easy thing to fucking do. And a lot of people fucking discount what this is. Ultimately, I trained the very best and people that actually wanted to change their lives. And I can tell that person when I talk to them. I interview people to do that. And so this is what I used to do. It's extremely fucking like time consuming, really fucking like health consuming. But to produce the best results, everyone can't go into Google and work there, right? They fucking have interviews. Every jackass on the street can't just go in. And this is a real business for what we do, right? I have guys here 10 fucking years. They have made careers here. I've watched people grow up in this fucking place. I had some motherfucker tell me I'm like his uncle. I'm like, bitch, I'll fucking stab you. I'm not your fucking uncle, right? That's just crazy as fuck. But at any rate, don't ever call me that. I've got people that pretty much helped raise from teenage years to now, up toward in their late 20s and thinking about marriage and fucking kids and shit. So we've done this and we've sustained this just like any business. Mortgages, real estate, we didn't do this just to kind of bullshit it. We did it, if we're going to do something, we put our fucking whole pussy into it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't go in there and fucking half-ass shit. If you're going to do something, do it well, or don't do it at all. And so if any company is legit, they should have a barrier and ask you, are you a fucking retard? That's the first question. Because if you're a fucking retard, I'm not going to spend any time trying to train you because you're a fucking retard. So that's at least the first thing I'd establish. Are you retarded? Do you know you're retarded? That's the second question. And then we're going to go from there and figure out what the fuck you're doing in here. That is going to allow me to fucking help you better. Because if you don't want this, There's a whole bunch of shit you won't read at the resolution I need you to get a nuanced understanding of it, to fucking be able to like convert it and speak in the language, right? This is a fucking behavior. It's not bullshit, right? If I fucking oversleep today, I don't fucking catch a show or any of this shit I caught in the NASDAQ just now because I didn't wake up. Fuck my indicator. I fucking got wasted last night, overslept. That's a habit. That's what goes on the graph. That's what goes in your account. The way you fucking live, first and foremost, right? Markets are 90% psychology. Thought precedes action means that it's not your fucking indicator. It's not your... Who was that? Fucking Ivy. What a way to break my rant. It's not a rant, but I know you guys considered that. At any rate, we're going to return to that. And it's going to take me a second because I am older and I definitely can't do it like I used to before. I need a second. I'm a little burned out. Those interviews are like 20 to 40 minutes, sometimes longer. And I'm going to ask you really real shit. And if you say really retarded shit, it's going to be the end of it. You can watch the show and learn from there. And if you get better, come back later. But it's not for everybody. I want people that really want to be here. Because that's what built the brand in the first place. Was people that really wanted to be here, were enthusiastic. And so they looked harder at what they got. They were super interested. It's not that hard to teach a person that's really interested. But if a person approaches my room, just walked in here and is skeptical and fucking, I don't know, man, you need to prove something to me. No, I don't. You can suck my fucking dick. I don't have to prove shit to you. You can get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't fucking owe you fucking shit of fucking proof. I have a track record that no one on the planet has. If you didn't look, that's your fault. I don't give a fuck. If you came here and you don't know what the fuck it is, I don't have to prove shit to you, bitch. Nobody at Apple is going to tell you, hey, you need to know how to make a really good phone. Bitch, if you know what it is, get the fuck off the property. That's this kind of party. I don't give a shit. If you don't know what I do, great. Go fuck off with anybody else. I'm not calling you to come hang out with me, so you shouldn't keep being around if you think I'm fucking a scammer. I wrote my own testimonials or whatever the fuck stupid shit. If that's what you believe, bye. I don't give a fuck. If you keep hanging around trying to make me tell you stuff, bitch, you obviously know. So, I don't want any of that shit anymore. Have a ton of that in the fucking room. Fully fucking sick of it. Right? The people from the back end, they fucking knew. People today have no idea. Whatever. Right? If you see what we dropped yesterday and you still have no idea, you failed the first question. Am I retarded? Yes, you're retarded. So this is open again. People are only staying here. We're going to rotate the room. We're going to clean up what's going on. I'm not going to have 60-man fucking concept calls and 2 motherfuckers on a voice channel ever again. That does not happen. That literally fucking claps the whole room, reduces the amount of fucking winners, reduces the amount of visibility the station gets, completely fucks the entire effort of organizing the channel to this fucking degree to have 2 motherfuckers show up out of 60. Literally fuck all of you who didn't show up for that. What the fuck? It's just ridiculous, right? It's impossible to fucking train a smarter audience if the audiences realize they're fucking retarded. So we're just going to rotate this. Guardians right now, nobody showed up. So it was kind of a broad-based thing. We're going to start with Acolytes. I'm going to talk with the Guardians. Like, the Guardians are generally more seasoned, organized with people that can actually handle some shit. Some of you FOMO'd that shit. You shouldn't have FOMO'd that shit. Like I said, it's not that you miss out. If people think like, oh, well, if I'm not in Guardians, I miss out. Or if I'm not in Nebula, I miss out. Dude, I did not fucking do it like that. All of my fucking shit is public, first and foremost, right? Again, if you don't get it, this is Shadow's world, motherfucker. And the reason this shit looks like this thread, is because this is the entire Intel base that trained all your fucking fractal pieces of shit. This is where all of your people come from. Do you see the traffic on this? This is where all of your fucking OGs are in this fucking holy crap-a-moly. This is like the thread of threads. Here's a guy who ripped off the station from the room. I showed you him last night, right? He literally created a fucking TV show and ripped me off and fucking advertised with quotes and tweets and did everything. Subvert the authority. He made $3 million in my room and then turned on us and then started to rip off all my shit. That's literally what all of them used to do it. Is this entire thread and all of the archive shit from fucking Nomics. They all just stole it. This guy is another one. Fucking all these dudes. You see big fucking influences in this shit. Some of my OGs in this shit too. There's another big one in here I can show you. If I fucking blocked him. That dude I think is a part of KJ's network. This guy, I think you know who he is, right? Benjamin Blunt's. These giant fucking accounts all studied all my shit. And once I disappeared, marketed it all over the fucking place for a fucking couple years while no one knew where I was, right? Here's KJ's analyst. This is the reason me and KJ stopped talking, because his room started to sell the shit off my fucking blog. I actually had the DMs where they start planning to do this. I taught them for fucking free, and they turned around and started selling my shit to their fucking channel. This is where all it came from. These fucking people literally just ripped my shit off non-fucking stop. It's annoying. All of them did it. And even though I want to put my foot in KJ's ass, I'll give him the respect of the fact he still supported my brand when every OG turned on my ass and gave me any visibility to keep the station alive. But I'm still pissed that you fuckers sold my shit, and I'm still standing by what I fucking told you. This cocksucker, well, actually he wasn't a dick in there. It was a guy who turned himself into the Singularity, Chris, that literally started to go fucking back engineer fucking rule of the atom, and he became the Singularity and started to sell my shit. That dude's a lying sack of shit. And I actually support this motherfucker's eco when his kid's in the fucking hospital. And he came back and said I'm fucking targeting him and fucking attacked us. Complete fucking crap. Just to fucking break the fucking relationship so they could go ahead and build a whole business in the dojo selling my bastardized shit off my fucking blog. It's really annoying, right? I put out quality intel. I get ripped off half the fucking time, under-attacked the other half of the fucking time. And I'm trying to put out a good product for you guys. I'm trying to get you to show up for more than fucking 24 hours. You know, it's kind of crazy. When you see people dumping on their followers, this is why. Because most people fucking gonna fucking waste their money anyway. Might as well take it from you. So the crypto OGs literally just take your fucking money before you piss it away in some stupid fucking meme coin. You know, who's the good guy, the bad guy? When you look at it like that, it's just human capital that's gonna go to waste if you don't do something with it. And that's really what fucking the governments of the world do, right? They take the sheep and don't give a fuck what you think. They use it for their own purposes because the sheep are retarded and don't know what the fuck their purposes are. Well, this is kind of what's going on at large here. You know, as people produce things of value for you, people don't want. People will take it from you. Yeah, you know what I'm watching. Shut up. So, yeah, that's a mouthful. If you understand my English, it's not my problem, motherfucker. Anyways, so just to kind of reset some fucking things, right? I take what I do seriously. If you come in here and don't take what I do seriously, I don't want to work with you. And that's anybody in the world would say that, right? If I want to do a fucking, like, you know, music project and you, like, show up half the time, I'm gonna fucking shit can you? Like, if you say you want to come and learn this shit, actually show up and I'll actually teach you this shit. But my stuff is not one, like I said, it's not hidden. I left everything public. Now, at what level you can utilize it, that's the you issue part of it. And you can go to study this. I have traders who come in and they've made millions of bucks and they don't talk to me. They don't even like my ass. You want to see a fucking example of that? Hold on. I have a guy that was in here. His name was a hidden man. Literally, he never wanted to be known. And he never fucking showed himself in the main channel. And, you know, once he hit 7 digits, he's like, I just want to tell you thanks. I'm like, oh, man. He's like, that's really cool. You know, what do you want to do in the eco next? He's like, nothing. I'm getting the fuck out of here. He couldn't stand the place. And that's the last I ever heard from the guy. All right? He never talked to me in there. This guy, I literally have talked to him like 3 times across a couple years. And I don't know. I think I do remember this conversation when he came in the call drunk the one time. He's like a casual viewer. I never trained this guy. He uses some of the concepts in the show. And, you know, probably some of his own other ideas. And this is what I was hoping to have happen, is that people, like, you know, out in the world could see this and go, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then add it to their body of knowledge and do something like this. This is, like, exactly what I want to happen. He's not a Nebula trained guy. He's not an acolyte. He's never been in any room. I talked to him twice in Telegram, and he came over here, and this is it. And you can make a couple $1 million because we captured every major trend in the market for the last couple of years correctly. We got all the black swans of crypto. We got the entire run fucking, you know, coming out of COVID. We got the run coming out of the fucking bull flag right here into this year. And he said it right here, what? Where did it go? What did he say his best work part was? This fucking middle part's funny. Aside from the show, that was content show. I don't know, he said he's having his best run right now. I can't fucking see it because I can't see through this fucking mask. Oh, it said, this year has been one of my best so far, which is in direct contrast to my friends that were active in markets. They don't really even want to talk about it anymore. That is skeleton crew things, right? That last parenthesis he put which is in direct contrast to my friends that are or were active in markets. They don't really want to even talk about it anymore. Like the person who said his dad had XRP and then doesn't have it anymore, right? That's literally, everyone's literally out. You're kind of seeing, if you just listen to people, no one's really benefiting from this pump right now. Everyone's kind of just missed it. And at the end of the day, right, whether you're in my room and you're trained hands-on by me, or you just at least have the attention span fucking better than a fucking 5-year-old, and you just watch the station, casually, you should have enough intel to fucking make a difference in the way you see things versus most of the crowd that doesn't endeavor to inform themselves. That's the point of what we do. You don't have to be in the core channel to fucking do well. I'm not screwing you if you're not there. I left everything public, and what level you want to understand it at, that's what I allow you to do. If you want me to help you understand, I'll help you understand at a deeper level because I wrote it. If you are intuitive and you can sit there and pay attention to stuff and you're not like caught up in your own like narrow point of view, you can interpret it yourself too. Whether you get the resolution I get it, it doesn't mean you can't utilize it. So everyone doesn't have to have the same thing. I did not make it like that. I didn't make it where if you don't pay me, you get fucked. If you want to fucking know more, I created a strata where at every level you could benefit as good at every level. Freemium people can make $1 million. Training people can make $1 million. I hated things that have gatekeeper systems where you have barriers to entry like that. I specifically did not do that. I left it to your own devices. And if you couldn't take it and use it, that would be a you issue. But I didn't hide anything from anybody. So don't feel that way. I structured things for the highest utility, not to fucking make you chase things. I've never done that. I will literally scream at you to go read the fucking blog 1,000,000 times and fucking force you to go read the shit on Twitter. So it's never, ever, ever been like that. From 14 on, I shared everything I knew publicly. And anybody asked me for help, I helped anybody. That's why there's so many OGs in my fucking DMs, because you could ask me anything and I always respond. Some of you in my DMs right now got responses to me after 5 years. I always reply, even if it takes me a while. So anyways, know your limits, motherfuckers. I know mine. So it's time to fucking break those, right? For both of us. Break through your limits. I want to break through the limits of this show. And I want to break through the limits that were imposed on us by fucking people that wanted to see us disappear from the world. Just because we did shit they couldn't understand. That's a lot of junk, isn't it? Alright. Got chopped twice on that motherfucker, but I'm still up pretty good for the day. So, let's see. Do you have any idea how hard it is to pay attention to the market while I'm fucking like talking and doing this? You have no idea. Let's see. Where am I at here? So let's go look at the broader market. Oh wait, I did want to touch on something here. We got a war story. Sorry, I haven't read the chat in a second. Damn, Eli, 369. That's the what's the AED again? I can never remember which fucking country that is. I know it's in the. I know where you are. I just forget what it stands for. Arab Emirate. Is that Arab Emirate dinar? I can never remember what that damn thing is. It's the Emirate. What is it again? What does the AED stand for? Fuck. I can never remember that. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. I did. Oh, man, you guys wrote a bunch of stuff. Wow, what the heck was going up here? This fucking chat on the front screen is not moving. That sucks. Sorry, I didn't even see any of this. Due to work, always catching up. Yeah, and see that guy, he just casually watching the show. It's not like you have to be here every second, right? I'd like to, you can, and again, if you're like busy working, then you don't need to be like, on the lowest resolution possible. You need to work at like where you're comfortable. And so you also don't have to watch it like that. We have pro traders who want to trade every day, and then we have some guys that like run businesses. So there's something for everyone legitimately. Oh, perfect entry. Cut that bitch right now. I'll take it. Heisenberg uncertainty principle is a thing. That won't make much sense right now, but it should. It just killed me. One sec, let me scoot this up. You would not believe the shit I'm pulling off while I'm live. I think I don't believe I'm pulling this off while I'm live, because I got this shit chopped out of me yesterday, and this is completely insane that it's doing this while I'm fucking stuck in the show. God kill me. Alright, free rolled. Good stuff. Alright, sorry. I really can't fucking, honestly, like, fuck these people. I can't believe it's running like that. I need to get the hell off this show. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit better because I was really energy drained. I'm not on much sleep, but anyways, all right, I think I can talk a little better. A lot of symbols today. Is that right? Nope, didn't have to try that one. Shout out Winter Trader. What's up, boy? I didn't see your tip there. Oh, I didn't see your guys' commentary on the fucking pictures. You say it looks like he has a Kamehameha wave. Psilocybin. I got both. I don't know though. My stress level is pretty high. If I fucking take anything like that, I might strangle midgets. I need to wait till I'm fucking a little more chill. But yeah, I think I need a fucking mental detox also. Alright, so I caught up on all that. So there's a war story in here, and with a bit of time crunch in the back of the last show, and something I definitely want to touch on that I should have touched on last week. Damn, I wasn't ready for that one. Hope you guys got it. Don't know if it's got to go. See if it's a 2B or not. So let me pull up this war story real quick. It's pretty important. So again, we talk about this a lot, and I don't know why people really don't listen to me on this. War story, war story. Alright, cool, didn't do it. War story is this one. Okay, so I read this one last week about dismissing this, and I missed a detail in the top of this chart that you are likely trading this thing down to 5 or 1 minute on perpetuals. Something I told you guys before, 24-hour markets are stupid dangerous to trade on 1 minute resolutions, super low resolutions. It is not your best move, right? You know, not in fucking markets like crypto, and not with fucking like in leverage either. Leverage, you know, applied to one exchange and not to like the general marketplace is literally like, you know, counterproductive. One thing that people don't think about is when you have leverage in the stock market and you go leveraging like, you know, Apple or something, you're trading against every trader that can trade Apple. When you go and trade like a perp on one exchange, you're trading just the population on that exchange, and then you're going to amplify your buying power for a reduced amount of market participants. That's like the opposite of what you want. That's what makes perpetual contracts so fucking dangerous, is that you're trading against like the central market maker of an exchange, and you're isolated away from fucking like, you know, the general market. Like when you look at what was that one that got sent out Arthur used to run? BitMEX, right? That you're trading just against them on their books. You're not trading against fucking like the general marketplace, and that's why it's so stupid dangerous, you know. You don't have that kind of dynamic when you trade Apple, you know, unless you're trading like some kind of CFD of it. But you're trading like Apple versus the world, but you're trading against Arthur's version of Bitcoin, not even actually tied to Bitcoin, right? Because he can flex the price against Bitcoin and actually be like a slight differential, kill you in the exchange, but not enough differential to do something about it as far as arbitrage goes. So it's ultra dangerous. And you go down to 1 minute, now you're trading against next to nobody with fucking like 100x leverage. You're going to wonder why you get wicked. You're going to get killed a lot, right? So at worst case, you know, at least, you know, take it to resolution where you have a fucking chance. You know what I mean? So when you deal with like, you know, like foreign currencies, right? Those are 24-hour markets too, and you don't want to trade those guys like that because you'll get fucking killed the same way, right? You need to be able to fucking like find the liquidity of the market. And where's Forex most liquid? It's liquid when the overlap of the United States and fucking Europe happens, right? But other than that, you can fucking die if you go trading like 6 p.m. You'll get roasted. So a lot of people like, you know, sit there and think that you can trade all the time just because it's 24 hours. No, there might not be anybody fucking home. And yeah, Forex, you might be trading against a larger pool of people, but still if you trade at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, there's no real liquidity because fucking the US dollar's not trading until it opens back up in fucking Asia at 8 o'clock. So there's no cross-market hedging on assets, so there's no real liquidity from what will cover you up so you can get away with a big position, right? Market density matters. If nobody's there, you're going to get fucked up. So think about that before you start setting a 1 minute chart. And also, like, a lot of people really just do that because they're just really degenerating the fuck out, right? They don't really want to do fucking anything on a bigger res because this creates instant gratification. But if you're really trying to do this as a career, you're not going to be sitting on a 1 minute chart with everything you do. You're going to have some higher res things that are going to play out across time. And so that's, think about that. Like I said, try to stay away from high leverage on 1 minute, 24-hour markets. It's a huge recipe for fucking disaster. So I did want to touch on that on the last show. Let's see. Did I get any other new ones? Maybe. Let's see. And might be another one of these happening. Don't know. Is he gonna go again? Maybe. All right, got that motherfucker too. One sec. Sorry. I know this sucks. I'm trying to be as fast as I can. I just know it's going to go fucking flying when I'm stuck in the show. This is how shit goes, Anyways, so yeah, that's an important memo for anybody that's still cracking out 1 minute and talking about it, making plans and blah, blah, blah. And always find yourself down there anyway. Like, you shouldn't always find yourself there. Already did that. What, did I have a new one? Yeah, I was on the wrong charts, Why didn't somebody tell me that? It was this chart. Sorry. That whole conversation was about this chart, not that chart. Serdar, your chart. That's the one I meant about the 1 minute stuff. 1 minute BTC perps. Literally suicide, guys. Literally suicide. So yeah, you find yourself doing this all the time, you might just be a degenerate. So also if you're talking about in the channel, Serdar, when you do this stuff, like, you clearly threw a bunch of things out the window because this is one thing we told you never to go near doing. No 1 minute perps, dudes. Stop doing that shit. Give yourself a chance to make money. See, a lot of guys say they go in hard time frames do a lot better. Give yourself a chance to fucking, actually make money. Not just stimulate your dopamine centers, All right, so that was one of the key points I wanted to make. And why won't that come back off the screen? What the actual fuck? And do I have any more? I have one more today. 3 days. All right, let's check this out. Cool, dodge that bullet. This is Stevie D. Post-Acolyte war story. Post-Acolyte. He abandoned the Acolytes after that concept call. Let's see what he wrote us. Book warning. I've had quite a few epiphanies since my last war story. One of the biggest ones is how much I overtraded when I thought I stopped it. I hated how much effort it took to make a decent play, so my plan was to be honest with myself, focus on my habits, and look at a higher time frame. That realization came around the same time I dropped out of Acolytes. Hang on a sec. Let's see. My decision to leave was mostly based on knowing I became complacent with the info and wasn't valuing it for what it is. It was also an introspective moment. I really wanted to be full-time trader. The answer is still yes, but I needed to make adjustments before getting there. I'll never know what epiphanies I could have had if I stayed in Acolytes, but I do know that I fully plan to build up toward Guardians after being more consistent with my own habits. When I first was introduced to Kaz, I enjoyed digging into older streams, Twitter, Instagram, etc. to find things that I haven't played out and are relevant to what's happening now. So I did that and reviewed Kaz's squiggles and short notes I left in TradingView on various tickers to start building new long-term positions. The first play was after completely missing Nvidia, but Kaz mentioned that other tech stocks would reprice higher, so I immediately looked at Tesla, which is right above its old trigger, 178.97, that Kaz drew up sometime in 2022. Wow. Beast mode multi-legged play. Look at that. 6R wave, 6R wave, 21R wave. That's fucking phenomenal, man. That's crazy rotation at the bottom of each flag you can pull off. You are a knife catcher and a half, huh? Down in the very trenches. So this is a little degen. That's not exactly what I teach you to do. But if you pull that off each time, don't know how many tries you took, but these are good rips. A lot of times, like, a lot of people get caught up in trying to have the absolute low point. And when you do that, they'll take so many tries that, you don't really know how many R's you burn doing it. Always look over videos and see where like the place that you can enter with the least amount of tries is, because that's really your total R's, right? How many times it took to get into this kind of thing. But these are, as far as the entries that are here, these are pretty phenomenal. So nice wave play on Tesla as a sympathy play to Nvidia. That's pretty fucking cool. So yeah. Well, you never know what you could learn in Acolytes, which means that you probably should stay there so you learn some more. I don't know. Seems logical. There's definitely a place to gain more info or less, and you could always ask a question for perspective, right? That would make more sense than just fucking rage quit and just say, fuck it, I have no idea what I could learn. Ask a question. You'd be surprised how far that gets you. So, anyways, that's war stories. I know this show's kind of everywhere. You guys keeping up? Are we down like 50 viewers? Did everybody walk away? Has everybody had enough? We're at 100. Call the entire market accurately. Can't break 100. Gotta love it. All right, so macro things, and then some stuff, and get you guys out of here. SPY. So where is our SPY emotion chart? It's a really great chart. Levels with Ragnarok and Goku on it. Let's get this. All right, how are your emotion levels doing? So we came up through the Phantom Zone, broke the Ragnarok trigger, the original Ragnarok level, ran to Nomics, shockwave there, pumped up, and then got trapped in, guess whose level? Stevie D, we just read the war story of. All right, Stevie D and Goku's box range, dropped in there, flagged perfectly, and then pumped through. Goku shows interest in virtual real estate. Remember this? Pretty funny. So we're now through that emotion level, and the next one we have is Goku buys his first NFT. That sounds even crazier, right? Whenever that was, I'm pretty sure that was the top of the NFT wave. So we're through this emotion level, and we're in trend, right? Market's pretty much the highest point it's been right now since April of 2022. The S&P, that is, right? So we're in trend right now, and while we're in wave, right, patience to look for something that's kind of cocked and loaded like this, where you can play a fucking leave, not chase things in this res. If you can chase things in this res, you have to find something at like a very low resolution only that gives you a structure somewhat like a bull flag to play in a continuance, right? So at this resolution that we're looking at right now, things are in motion. You either have your plays in this, or you're waiting for things to calm down again. But there's a lot of people who are going to FOMO in here and probably get chopped up trying to get like into this in resolutions that don't make sense while we're extending. QQQ, so to the tech side of things. Man, the drawings are taking forever to come in. So I gave you guys a cool trigger, right, on the show. Anybody use it? Hold on. Perfect, right? How good is that? The trigger from this high point. Right? I told you, you read price from left to right, right? So the first high climax here is what all traders who look in hindsight will base their places to play stops and shorts behind. Rated, bulls long, and short stopped out. Again, mind fucked. Fucking hate this. And then gap on top of it. Perfect. Test the system of all that psychology. Bang. Pretty perfect, right? Simplest TA in the world. Doesn't take a lot of fucking stuff, right? Real simple. Guys, use this thing. See? You don't have to be in fucking Discord to have that, right? I put that on the show for you. So don't act like it's not all over the place. There's plenty of intel to use everywhere. It's just about how you organize it and, you know, incorporate into your own decision making. So we've got this rip now, tech off of here. So if you guys pay attention to that, right, that would allow us a couple other things to go. Nvidia's still going, right? The AI thing ain't done. I told you. Who's that psychologist? It was Ben. Remember Ben fucking like fighted AI? It fucking literally can't even come down to the gap, right? Just ridiculous. So hopefully some of you guys pay attention to this, right? It's not done. This AI thing is literally just the beginning. What other things we have? I told you to pay attention to like Boeing and some of these other guys on the other sides of the market. These guys are starting to pick up some strength. There's other sides of the market trying to catch some strength. I think we talked about, of course, oil. Somebody asked about Oxy. I didn't put him on the radar. So I was looking at oil servicing. There's definitely strength in oil happening right now. But the guys that I'm seeing, like, you know, strength in are guys like this. This is some of the stuff that was inside your, dude, what is going on with this? Oh. This was inside your oil baskets, right? This is the side of energy, like we talked about OIH, right? He's servicing. That's where the strength is right now. It likely spreads to other parts of oil, but for right now, it's in the servicing side. So this actually, you know, rotated out. This is the OIH, the actual ETF for that. And we're looking at possible rotation on a big res to go migrate across the angle inside its bull flag. That's on a gigantic resolution, right? Oil and energy on really colossal resolution. So a lot of people who have real low attention span soon forget about this guy, just after a few months. That's why you gotta put it on the radar and tell you guys, you can definitely keep your eyes on this. Let's see, who else did I put on there? I think FTI. Yeah, some of these guys. Right, so there was a lot of other sides of the market to run. Just because tech is running doesn't mean there's nothing else. He runs hard enough, you know, there's other guys that are going to start to show up. Man, my trading is very slow. I don't know what's going on there. I tell you guys to watch banks. JP Morgan, right? Banks would make a comeback, and most people are like waiting, looking at this. I think Cassandra's a little early to this, but we told you to keep an eye on some of these banks. They look pretty good. How many of you guys remember to keep eyes on like things like Visa? I told you to keep an eye on Visa, right? Perfect projection on Visa. Bet you guys forgot. Sleepy McSleepy. So Visa's projection on point, right? Financials, a lot of these guys you want to pay attention to. If the market was really bullish, these are definitely guys you pay attention to, right? We talked about Visa and MasterCard. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's the drawings? Perfect flags. So there are financials moving. There are basic materials moving. There is even, you know, even strength showing up in fucking, like we told you, even gold was at a tip of a bull flag. And if those non-precious metals kept on moving, like steel, the steel market kept on moving, there's a chance to pay attention to these guys and, you know, see some crazy shit start to happen here too. So there is broad strength right now, which is allowing the S&P to be really fucking strong, which is why he's gassing like he is now, because now all the sides of the S&P are catching fire. So, you know, the sympathy plays now are in full swing. So now that this is happening, right, and you're in that tide, it's the patience to wait this tide out till you get some other structure to set up and plan from again that will kill people right now while this is happening, right? It's obvious right now people have missed the boat, and people are going to now have the emotions to try to chase it, and that's where real damage happens. So be very careful of that. If you're, for whatever reason, not in this last extension and you weren't in this extension, give it a second. You want to wait for slow moving markets to make a plan for fast moving markets, right? High volatility gets low volatility gets high volatility, and in high volatility and rapid movements, there's lots of emotions. This is where poor choices are made, right? In stable markets, people become complacent, they look away and end up in their fucking feelings, and they don't pay attention. And this is where, you know, major movements originate. So don't get trapped between the extremes of these emotional states. All right, that was SPY things. We already did crypto in the beginning of the show. I don't have to do that again. DXY things. So man, trading is struggling today. We talked about that flag, you know, on Euro was a way to track this pretty good, and he worked out to be perfect. Weak dollar allows for risk asset push easier to go if the denomination is weaker. So that was good to see here. So we had the projection on the Euro USD. And he's going absolutely nuclear off this box. If you guys pay attention with the GBP, right? It was not just a GBP could play, but he was definitely a best of breed thing. GBP, USD. And then, of course, we also talked about... Oops, let's take this off. I need that. USD, CHF. Right? There's multiple ways you could have gone at this. We're drawing up a bunch of these guys for you. So I hope you guys pay attention. These are some fucking colossal dollar moves that are happening right now out of these areas. What you know about him? Leon's curiosity then killed the dollar. No, I'm kidding. And then the other bull market we've been watching was the JPY market, right? And so he's finally chilled the fuck out. And so he's probably like worth paying attention to, right? It's like you missed the fucking arc. You want a slow moving system to plan around again, right? That's your next bull flag. So it might be worth now putting these guys on the radar for additional plans if these can keep on extending. That's currency things, VIX things. So the VIX we watched, like I said, if he didn't go bull tar crazy, he could fade back down again within the span of this little rotation. He would allow the market to rip ass and kill people. So he's got back down again. Markets are kind of like parabolic, and he's still sitting on this 1339 level that's still held again because it's our major level for the bull flag that generated COVID. So we don't want to take our eyes off this, right? So let's look at him on like this. Damn it. What the hell? So now he's done that. We got to watch this. What the fuck? They've changed this button thing. It like never clicks on. I'll just use an actual straight one for that. So we're again, yo, literally. Oh my God. Current situation, right? Again, is showing a chance of rotation on 1339. So don't take that guy for your radar. The market's parabolic. A lot of people can see this. XRP's everywhere. People feel FOMO. And this guy's sitting on a key level. So at least caution, right? Okay. So again, we got the wave back down here. As we talked about, so we get bull tar crazy. We got the fade, and we got the little gas pedal move. And we got parabolics on that on S&P and Nvidia and some of those high flying guys. And we've got like definitely a warning thing going to the Friday. So just keep that on your radar. So that's DXY things, did crypto things, stock things, DXY things. I think that's all things, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Tell me some symbols, motherfuckers. You guys get all that? As you said, bigger names are starting to come with earnings season kicking off. So I think like next week we'll have some earnings up there in Reddit, and we'll go over those because the earnings like last couple posts were like totally vacant. So yeah, probably are some other guys coming in that we have to keep our eyes out for. Decent amount of symbols. All right, let's see. ARFM. What does he do? Finance, rental, leasing. Is he a REIT? God, that guy's a dog. Guy's digging in the dumpster. Got Nvidia stocks pumping. Always sentiment things, right? It's always funny to see what you guys are pulling up. Imagine the amount of things that are going bull tar crazy, play strength, what we're in, and how many like things that look like absolute dumpster fires you guys keep asking for, right? So let's look at your dumpster fire. Something's missing here. Yo, what? Sorry, this thing's not working right. My chart's fucked up. What is happening here? Oh, what the fuck? Hold on, my shit just fucking totally fucking plinked out. All my templates vanished. Yo, is your trading view acting fucking insane right now? My trading view is acting fucking crazy. Okay, Jesus Christ. It's so slow. What the fuck, man? So where's the lowest point in this thing? Not worth drawing. Well, all your volume's down here. See where this PSC runs through. If you guys remember how we drew up BCH, right? It was really bottomed out like this. Unless it turned sideways long enough to be a position to look like shit, but it was down the ground long enough. You know, this is down here from November 2022. So let's see. This high is what got stop ran, so that's the level, right? That guy right there, right? You can see it, right? 2B the shit out of that, even blew people out of this, and then a little mild 2B, and then structure that again. It would be something along the lines of this if he's going to make a comeback. Just like BCH, he'd have to get back on top of this box range, and then he could actually, man, I suck today. It'd be something to that effect if he's going to get out of here. Now, looking at where he's at, I think I'd like the range he shot through here in the 2B. I think that fucking matters right there. What the fuck just happened over here? Oh, okay, cool. Something along those lines, right? If he's going to get real gas, he probably needs to get fully clean of this entire range. Even if he wicks through here, this is the key box range. He can get up and stabilize and push from here. That's probably early, but he's probably going to have gas if he gets out of this area he spiked through here, because he's got pretty decent volume and earnings dumpage to put him back. So something like that, like a BCH style play. No problem, CB. Take care. Lost it. Total 3. Total 3 gonna look like total 2, motherfucker. The fuck? You guys do NASDAQ. Total 2. Total 3. Turn this shit off. I think these are like even worse tier shit coins than in total 2. So he's a bit of a laggard on that, because it's it was BTC and then second tier, third tier. I think total 3 is like the garbage, if you think about it, relative terms from total to total 3. So he's a slight underperformer, right? We're at this level on total 2. Right, total 2 is just slightly outperforming total 3. So it's correlated as fuck. Just pay attention to what I said about this, right? He had a key inflection point. BTC dominance at a key inflection point. BTC dominance rotates back. He could stall this right now and take the strength away from most of the shit coins, and this could correct off of it. So you want to see this level fail and see total get on top of it for there to be a consistent shitcoin push, and you want to see BTC dominance not recover a ton of strength at the same time, and shitcoins would be the guy. That's an ugly ass squiggle. God damn it. Right, if he stays under this red level, that's uber bad, right? If he deflects from here, that would be fucking very bad. But at this inflection point, keep both those scenarios at least in your mind, and keep your mental dexterity flexible so that whatever unfolds, you can act on. All right. Let's see. Unity. I think we talked about this one already. Worth paying attention to him if he gets through the trigger. He's in a tight box range, just like a BCH play, right? He's like totally corked up inside of this thing. So if he's able to fucking get on top of it, kind of cleanly get out of it, then if he goes with a humongous bar. But I think there's definitely bullish news with like Microsoft getting clearance to acquire Activision, and gaming space has some backing to it, and AI has some relation to Unity. Some AI is strong, so there's definitely a couple cross currents that make it make sense to pay attention to Unity. Let's see, what's the next one? RNDRUSDT. RNDRUSDT. Oh, sweet, we did this guy already. So he had a BCH looking bottom at one time, right? I don't think this was on the show. I think this was just like looking at the analysis. So he came down, box range, he's out. That thing looked kind of crazy, don't he? What a fucking crazy fucking rotation from this fucking crazy guy. And all right, back out. So accumulation, pump, right? So what do we have here? Last time we looked at him, flag, broke high, didn't sustain it. Once he sustained system above, didn't do it. corrected to the long-term average coming out of the bottom of this thing. So he's still riding his angle pretty good, and if you can keep holding it, this was the two projected paths. Remember we did this? This was the inflection point there. He either got clear of it and did a structure cleanly on top of it, or he faded back to the angle and it rotates off the angle. So far he's following scenario 2. So that's pretty much it. USD CHF, I think I just did. He's parabolic down, like with the way dollar fucking assets are going. So I'm gonna need another consolidation before you probably want to play into that wave if the DXY is going to continue to weaken. So don't need to go over that one. You should have that already. Google, we talked about him when we talked about the AI conference and stuff, and talked about him with I think Amazon at the same time, and obviously Nvidia. So Amazon, nobody's been paying attention to that either, right? He's just slowly creeping on back, and nobody cares about Bezos because he's getting pussy now. So, and Bezos didn't care about Amazon. Let's see, Amazon, Google. So Google, what? Supposed to be a short show, So I haven't drawn anything on him in a while, but Google's lagging a little bit, and some of the other tech strength that we see. You know how I feel about Android. But bull flag's a bull flag's a bull flag, and a rotation's a rotation's a rotation, right? So this is, look at this congestion down here. It's a good place to probably keep track of, right? He's got, let's see, how did you do, sir? So kind of looking like regionally, right? If you kind of look at price, it kind of occupies region for it marks up and marks down. You can kind of see that like as he kind of like worked his way down. I'll make this some other color. So he's working his way like, through each of these different ranges. And right now, let's look at this other one up here. He's trying to get inside of that range. So look at the floor of this range. And at a lower resolution, he probably needs to stabilize, like, when he breaks into a floor like this. So you need to see him like stabilize on top of the system, and then to move into this range better. That's what he's attempting to do. So as long as tech keeps his strength, he'll pull it off. If tech stalls with anything with VIX right now, sitting on that crazy level, and we get some kind of correction here, he didn't rotate the flag, so he's definitely not relatively strong. He would correct probably down into the box range depending on what happens in the market, and then take on the next push, get himself into this range and possibly even be stronger on the next push. But he's definitely not best of breed in this current tech tide. DVN, big resolution, something going on here. So that big res, he's not in the side of oil that's got strength yet, but like I said, if it spreads through the rest of the different industries, then he should pick himself up at some point. So if you're tracking him down on like, the tip of the bull flag there, you just kind of want to see some like rotational strength come into his marketplace. We could probably put a slightly better bull flag on him now, right? That's what he's got. He needs to hold that low down there. And then we could probably look at like this guy. It's a little kind of range. Let's see. So look from the high here, right here, high to the low, just like BCH, a microscopic like accumulation range right here. Let's make it something else. Yeah, yellow's so drab. So if you can do that, and we're getting a rotation through the rest of energy, then we want to look at this as the lowest point, and then look at this floor, right? This wave up to go like that, and possibly come out like this. Wow, fuck my end up. The fuck? This could be possibly the higher floor, right? That's how we dictate that. And we're looking for possibly this situation to come out here. I'm not gonna do that. That's a terrible drawing. Hold on. And at another resolution, right? There you go. Something like that. If he can come out along this wave, right? So if this floor holds. If he goes down and breaks it again, right, we redraw the fucking bull flag. But for right now, if we're gonna have release strength and energy, and there's a possibility it spills over to the other parts of energy, then it's worth it to kind of at least think in terms of this possibility that being, you know, being more likely than not. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All right, DVN CT1 exclamation point. Cotton? Who the fuck is trading cotton in here? Sometimes you guys ask me some of these obscure things like, bitch, no one here is trading rice and nobody here is trading cotton. So whenever the hell you ask me this question, right, we had this kind of parabolic arc from down here. What's that, COVID? You guys really did ask me cotton before. Like, are you guys crazy? Like, you cotton trading motherfucker, cotton picking motherfucker. Anyway, so whatever this was, we had a flag here and a question mark, and then we had a projection in case the parabolic broke, and apparently it did, and we died and did all that. So if anybody knows what the fuck show this all was drawn in, probably pretty cool to see when exactly this all got drawn. I can't remember remotely doing this. But yeah, so he did this situation. There's been some strength in some other commodities, soft commodities, agriculture. So I can see what you're getting at. So just like what we drew on, just like what we drew up for, what was the one I just did a minute ago? DVN. See this low point here and then all this consolidation? So first wick, that one, the little 2B there, don't take that. All right, that's the range of the accumulation he's got here. Let's see how far that connects. Yeah, that's a good range, right? Look at that. So remember, price has memory. So good TA right now should propagate backwards and forwards, right? So yeah, solid range. It's cool. All right, that range looks good. Tip of the bull flag here. Can't see shit. All right, and the commodity waves goes again behind oil and some of the stock commodities that are catching a little strength. That's your first low. And this is possibly your second, which will allow him to do the same thing. Of course, you're looking for him to get out of the range. What just happened? And see this like level we put right here? Keep it in mind, right? This is where the gas came from. So price has memory. This is where the gas can come from again. So if that leave is possible here, we're looking for something like that right around this guy, right? So something like this again, maybe pretty good. All right. Where am I? Nucor's in a steel basket. That was an OnlyFans, and we talked about it in the show a lot. And he's doing that. And that's it. It's a bull flag he's trying to rotate, and he's in trend right now. Corrector structure, see if you can take him up to the trigger here. But he's doing the projection that's already on here. What the fuck is this? ETH BTC, right? That's tied to the BTC dominance chart we talked about. Let's see what chart. So ETH, when we talked about him, we think this is the actual lowest floor. This is part of the whole range of BTC dominance being like stuck in that range the whole time. This is possibly like the bull flag here, right? So you had a flag here and he expanding range it, killed everybody in the high, killed everybody in the low, bounced back up, and then is correcting what could be a smaller bull flag within the range. If that floor holds, then we're looking for this, and this would be BTC dominance not staying fucking crazy and allowing fucking ETH and other assets to rotate against BTC and pushing it up here. And then we think the trigger is through this, and the gas pedal for him at a bigger resolution will be to see something like that happen. And you can back up and look at him, right? And this is what we think he's doing, right? He's rotating from the flag down through this low rotational point and then back up. He's consolidating in the middle here. But if we treat this like we talk about like IXIC, right? When we look at the crash cycle of the internet bubble, we look at like where the Obama wave is, IXIC, right? We'll relate it to this guy. Whatever. Right. Obama era, if you think about the middle of it, right? we talk about it. The sentiment in the top half of the rotation that goes to take out the climax high of the crash cycle literally has the worst sentiment for people to participate. They'll literally sit there, right? You're coming from the depths of hell, and it gets gas here, and this is where no one believes it. Just like in video before it blew the high out, like no one believes it. So if you look at that guy, ETH BTC, right, and kind of take the fractal of this, the climax structure of the rotation, and then coming back through, right, you can kind of see it, right? Oh, what the hell just happened to my pointer? So this would be like the 2011 area, right? He comes out of here, probably no one's going to believe it. And at that point, for him to do that, it'd probably be a BTC maximalist climate in the air to allow ETH to rotate on it where nobody would catch that. That would probably be the sentiment we have to see to let this start to move without anybody wanting it, right? They'd be fucking finally fixated on BTC and not on other coins. So right now, most people really don't really understand, are not valuing BTC dominance at all and where it is. And when they do fully value it, it's when guys like this can begin to move again. So pretty much, waiting for this possible rotational flag. Shopify, motherfucker, you know what Shopify did. So Shopify was in your OnlyFans. That's definitely not it. Shopify. There he is. What the heck is up with my drawings? Oh, yeah. Remember, we've had Shop on the show for a while. So big box range here. He did dip through it, but this is your main accumulation zone, and he got on top of it. Want to see a stable system? He stabilized over here, and he took off. We also tell you to keep eyes on him with regard to TTD, right? TTD is connected to him. He's who sells all your info from fucking Discord. So when you guys talk about fucking wearing panties, you get advertised panties in your fucking Instagram in 5 seconds. This is who makes that happen. They sell your data in the background across different exchanges, and you get advertised pretty little thing or whatever the fuck you fucking run your mouth about. Fucking butt plugs, and then butt plugs are on your fucking timeline. This is who makes that happen, right? So TTD, we told you to pay attention to him in tandem with Shopify, and there is some action coming back here, and we think Shopify will benefit a lot from people making businesses around AI and making storefronts with it. So he is a moving, and so we put him into the room for you guys quite a bit ago. So hopefully you fucking found some room in that. But we're just in trend now, running up the wave. So I guess you kind of look at it like this. This is a stupid color. Fuck it. Right, and that's the situation right now. He's going to stabilize on top of that. Maybe a lower resolution is possible. Do something on those lines, right? You can keep on continuing the trend. I got a trend line down here. You should extend. That's the trend you're following out of the trenches, right? This guy can come off here. He doesn't need him anymore. Mickey D's? I haven't asked that in a while. I think he's, where is he at? We talked about it on the show. So this is the OnlyFans play on him. Took off, and then previous all-time high from right here. And he's sitting up top. He's not the best to breed right now. Consumer staples and, restaurants and things like that. He was when the rest of the risk assets weren't on fully, right? Where tech wasn't full fucking gas pedal. He was a bit stronger. And if you think about it, right, the shooting cluster for March is right here, March 14th, and safe assets came out of there kind of stronger, and that's where Mickey D's got his real push right now. Tech and really aggressive assets are where the strength is, so he's kind of not it. If tech cools down and the market does not fucking retrace, that's when you kind of get movements in him. The staples can be strong, but you're not in a de-risking phase, and tech itself is mispriced or overpriced and needs to stabilize against this marketplace, then this guy can kind of reprice higher. So you're kind of waiting for rotation to come to staples away from your high beta names. So for right now, he's not it, but he's cooking. So you wait for him to here to see if he stabilizes and pushes out the top of this thing. GRT. What is it? USD. I don't know if I have this guy. GRT USD. Is this it? What is this? GRT USDT. Is that, oh, you guys haven't asked this thing in the past. Okay, there it is. Let's see. That was a long time ago. So he never made it to stabilize outside here into a structure, and he just died. And so he's been dead. You guys are asking for dumpster fires constantly, huh? So you can kind of see this action, right? The volume is definitely notably different down here than he's been pretty much historically. And so like BCH, he just has a super low accumulation range down here. This is probably his first test coin pump. I like that. So the bull flag that we use for Bitcoin, or VIX, that generates a fucking massive pump, that's always a great level to watch. Let's put that in. Low is 23.31. Okay, that's not right. The hell just happened? To the wick. Perfect. Alright, that's what you're watching. That's your trigger out of this thing. Stop asking dog shit. The fuck? It's a whole bunch of stuff doing pretty decent. Why do you guys keep doing that? Literally tell you to stop dumpster diving. You just fucking can't get out of the fucking filth. But yeah, so you get out of this place. The safe place for good gas would be on top of that fucking bull flag's base. Something up here, you know, would be pretty good. Damn it. Man. XMR, okay. Where do I have that guy? I know I have that guy. XMR USDT. I have that guy done. XMR USD. God, I don't know where it's gonna be. XMR USD. That's one chart. Oh God, XMR USD. I have that chart totally done. I'm not doing this again. XMR USD. Come on, damn it. Oh, there he is. I didn't know which one this is. That ain't it. Do I have XMR BTC? Have that too. But I'm still not sure those are the right charts. XMR USD Polo? Shit, I have XMR everywhere. XMR USD. There's, okay, that's my, wait, what? That's my Polo chart. What is this colossal wick? Well, that guy's kind of crazy. Dude, I did XMR in every fucking exchange. Fucking kill me. I know I have a completely done one, man. Well, on God's green earth is that? What is that? Jeez. Well, aside from that crazy wick, I kind of like Polo's chart better. These wicks are kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, those wicks are a bit of a problem. August. So the rally's back up to the high here. We're going to use. Fuck it. Just fuck it. I'll just do another one. XMR USD. Finex. Let's use Finex then. Fine. Fuck my life. So let's just start over. Right? He's got cycles just like LTC does. And so the bottom of the bull flag, right, you have this situation. Possibly your main low. And the floor of your next higher floor, right? So it allows you to have like this situation and possibly get that structure to come out of the bottom, right? Ultimately, you don't get it here. You get this, and you get like, that's where your trend begins from. So that's what's possible. The accumulation that's happening at that range rallies to this point, fades to that low, extend that over. See it? Good high, a real high, 2B high, and now possibly staging for your real break. That's what you want to see though. You want him out of this fucking place. So something like along those lines would be what you'd want to see come out of the rotation right there. Okay. Comes up here and sets a level. See, you want something to stabilize over top of that level to let him push off of it and go. So something like that. You want him out of the main level that's set it. So he can still range within the span of this guy, and probably sets the range like just like that, right between the two of these guys, and can trigger out barring them to that. So yeah, something along those lines. What the fuck exchange is? Bitfinex. There you go, bitches. That's all of them. Holy shit. A little gassed out. That show went longer than I fucking planned. Dude, this is a 2-hour show. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. I'm so fucking tired. How the fuck did this make 2 hours? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Man, I thought it was like an hour and 10. How the hell did that happen? What the fuck time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Well, shit. Happy Friday, niggas. Stay active, keep your habits consistent, and enjoy your weekend. I'll catch y'all niggas on the flip. Peace out. Holy crap.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.